Chronicles Fam Squad, welcome back to another vlog. Welcome to my old Gayle's Chronicles Fam Squad, and welcome to my new Gayle's Chronicles Fam Squad. And if it's your first time joining us on this platform, you can become more acquainted with us by watching previous vlogs. Now remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Last week, the 15th of June, Father's Day was celebrated, and I must apologize for not sending Father's Day greetings to the fathers, the daddies we have in Gayle's Chronicles Fam Squad. So I am sending big love, big love to all my daddies, my good fathers on Gayle's Chronicles Fam Squad. And anybody who is watching out there, I'm sending you all belated Father's Day greetings. And today I just want to stop while I nibble on my brunch and just tell you how important fathers are in our lives, especially as a female. Fathers are very important. Up to this day, at my big age, my father is still very important in my life. I look to him for good counsel. I still look to him for some level of protection. I still can rely on him for certain things because he has been there all these years, and I'm fought enough, right? So, fathers are the ones who instill what I would say guidance and instill certain characteristics in their children. They guide them along certain pathways. Mothers do too. And I will say that fathers have a more firmer grip on certain principles than mothers do. Right? And it has helped, making me into the woman that I am today, where I'm very confident and know that my self-worth does not lie within a certain type of individual coming into my life to complete me. Because my father was the one who from early would sit me down and he would say, be careful of the guys out there. He was very protective. I think I grew up with overprotective parents, so beyond. And I think looking at my life, if I didn't have the father that I had, I don't know what would have happened to me as a young woman, because I didn't need anybody to come into my life to validate me. Because I remember an incident where a guy was saying, oh, you're so pretty and stuff. I'm like, I hear that every day. And he was like, huh? I said, thanks, but I hear that every day. I got a father who tell me that I'm beautiful, I remember once my father was even saying to me, boy, you did cute when you're small, you're not so cute again. And I was laughing because looking at my pictures, I was a very cute kid. But you grow into your womanhood and your features change, and yeah, they recognize that you're still beautiful, but that cute kid they had when you were smaller, that cute kid went somewhere else. I don't know. She matured. She grew up. And you have that protectiveness from your father. I'm not saying mothers don't protect, but I tell you that when you have a good father, he protects everything out of you. Yes? He is going to be the backbone that is going to say, listen, boy, you see my daughter? You don't play around her. You don't fool around her. If you don't mean her any good, come out of her life. Because there are guys who just want to come into your life. They offer you nothing. You already have everything you want at home. So when you're looking for, they don't have nothing to offer you. And if you're getting protection from your father, you're getting guidance, and you're getting, he's providing for not just you, he's providing for the whole family. There's no need for nobody else until you're ready to say, okay, I'm an adult now, I need to go out into the world and get married and etc. But yeah, that's what fathers do for us as girls. And they are our security. They are the person, when we tell them the world is falling down on us, they you see, my parents' problem, especially my dad, I live oceans away now, living in Canada, and they are in Jamaica, and you know, they're at the age where in their 70s, my dad is 79 this year, they no longer want to travel, and I cannot push them to travel, but you know, I have to ensure I go home at least once a year to visit my parents. So last year I went home. I don't know what this year is holding for us as yet, but definitely it's in the plans. And yeah, just that love and that care. I remember getting very, very sick because at one point I had hypothyroidism, which is what you guys would call the other name goiter. And I went down to skin and bone. I think I was 22 at the time. And my mom was doing her degree at UTech. And this was, let me tell you, because I was sick, I was in and out of college. This semester I was in, the next semester I had to be like home. It was really, really bad that when I got sick, then they just had to keep me home. I was skin and bone. I was in so much pain. My mom was at university. I could barely walk. My dad was doing, at 22, my dad was doing everything for me. Bathing me, moving me around, everything I wanted to be done. My dad was there. I have a supportive brother who was there with me, but let me tell you, my dad was there. I have one of the best fathers in the world as a girl. So I know that I was not going to let no man come into my life to fool me and to play around with me and don't know what him is about. I remember at 15, there was a group of guys that used to sit down the entrance of the road leading to where we live on the housing scheme. And they would always, I mean, you look good, you look this, and you know, you must get involved with them, and they're looking somebody. I remember one evening, I had become so traumatized of walking up that road to go home. I would start like be shaking in my boots the moment I'm entering because those guys sit there every day. Sometimes I would try to take the other route and you'd end up bumping into them. And I couldn't take it no more. I just went to my dad and I said, Daddy, these boys down the road, these boys at the entrance of the road, and I was telling him everything. And my dad got up, and you know, I'm not for violence, but my father is going to protect his little girl. And my dad got up, went down the road, and he had a talk with those boys. And it was the last time those boys ever sat at that entrance of the road. Talk about fathers who protect their daughters with everything. That's my dad. That's my dad. This was the man who would say, listen, him prepared to go to jail for him daughter. And I wish we had good fathers like that protecting their daughters. So many things are happening, especially what I see happening in Jamaica to a lot of the girls. I'm not saying I didn't have bad experiences as I got older. And let me tell you, when I told my dad those experiences, he was red. If you cut him, maybe you wouldn't find blood. But he has been that father, that spiritual father. You know, he was elder in the church, ensuring we took part in church, grow up and remain Christian children for myself and my brother. You know, he has been a wonderful father. He's the type of father you can take up the phone and you can tell everything. And yeah, I just wish that, you know, a lot of girls had the experience I had growing up with a good father. A father who is not just spiritually there, but physically and emotionally there for his children while growing up. And he's there for us now. He might not be able to do a lot, but he's there to give us wise counsel. So I just want to say big up to all the good dads out there and let you know that we love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all that you do for us. And I'm going to say I love you to my dad, Mr. Willie Cameron. And I love my husband. He's been an awesome dad to our son. Awesome, awesome. The best dad my son could ever ask for, you know. And they say fathers don't spoil kids. My father spoiled us to an extent. And my husband has spoiled our son too to an extent. But he's still a firm and loving and protective father. So big up to my daddies. We love you. We appreciate you. And may you continue to do what you're doing for your children. May you continue to support your wives and our mothers, you know, and continue to let the Lord lead you as you lead your household and as you lead your wives. Love you to my husband, Mr. Terrell Gayle Sr., and all the best to all the other daddies, to my uncles, and to my cousins who are fathers. We love you much. Now remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend to tell a friend. I am off to eat in my brunch, and for brunch, this is what I'm having. It's an egg which, homemade, so it's over easy eggs with cheese, tomato, lettuce, and it's in brioche bread. That's kind of like a sweet bread with some homemade mango juice. Sumptuous. Bye bye. Love you much.